Harry's wife, Archnemesis. Now, as you know from my parts passing videos about Harry's wife refers to the fragrant and delectable Princess of Wales as the Nemesis, quite simply because she's painted black. She's with the Prince of Wales, who Harry's wife believes should be her husband because she believes she should be the Queen. She's envious of the fact that Catherine is well liked by people, that she has a natural rapport with individuals, that she's kind, empathic, magnetic, that she's stylish, that when she wears clothes, they actually fit her. She represents all of the things that Harry's wife would like to be, although she would never actually admit it as such. But whenever she sees her, she immediately poses a threat to control by her simple existence. And thus she is the nemesis of Harry's wife. But it would appear that the terrible twins, that he has to have a nemesis also. According to page 6, with an article by Riley Cardoza, Prince Harry calls Prince William his arch-nemesis in spare memoir. I think perhaps Harry has been spending too much time in the Marvel universe coming out with such observations about a brother that, hang on a second, that he got on with very well, that had always shielded him and protected him, that they had a fantastic relationship together, and all of a sudden has become his arch-nemesis. How did that happen? Could it be that there has been some altercation between the two of them? Perhaps it's the case that Big Willie Styley has been doing some things which are wholly unpleasant that we never knew about, and that Prince Harry is justifiably and rightfully viewing his brother as that arch-nemesis. Well, perhaps, if it was Eastenders, it went something like this. "All right, Harry. What are you doing? What are you doing, Billy? What are you doing with my building blocks? They're my favourites, those are. You know they are. I got them from Grandma for Christmas." "So fucking what? I'm setting them on fire. 'Cause you have been telling tales outside of school again, haven't you?" "I don't know what you mean, Billy. Honestly, I don't. All I do is go where I'm told to go." "No. I've had word from Mickey the Spiv that you have been telling tales outside of school, and you need to be taught a lesson, my friend. So these building blocks, these here wooden building blocks, I'm gonna make a lovely fire, 'cause it's a bit fucking cold today, ain't it? 'Cause I've opened all the windows here at your cottage, and now we're gonna have ourselves a nice little burn up." "No, please don't do this, Billy. They're her favourite building blocks, and you know they are. I haven't been telling no tales about anything." "Nah, you are a naughty boy, 'cause I know what you've been doing. You have been wanting some of this coin, haven't you?" "Oh, well, we all want some coin, don't we, matey? I mean, fucking hell, these security costs, they're sky high. And her indoors, oh, blimey, you should see the bills I have to pay for the clothing that don't even fucking fit her." "I don't care. You chose her. You made your bed. You told me." "Oh, she lets me do fucking anything, Billy." "Well, you've made your bed and you're going to have to lie in it, sunshine, ain't you?" "Oh, don't be like this, Billy. She gets right on my case. She'd give an aspirin a headache, I tell you." "I don't care. You have been telling tales outside of school to that plastic-faced fucker." "I haven't, I swear on the Queen's dog things." "They're called corgis, you ignoramus." "That's it, yeah. I swear on the corgis I ain't been telling no tales, Billy. I don't do that no more." "Ah, so you used to." "Oh, shit, I'm no good at this fucking lying business. No wonder Megsy's always fucking beating my pink pods, fucking hell." "Right, these are going to get burned right now, and you're going to sit and watch, you horrible little man." So it may well be the case that Big Willie Styley, as a consequence of the necessity of spanking the bottom of Prince Harry, burnt his building blocks, and that's what's caused Harry to go off the rails somewhat in that Eastenders re-enactment. Let's go to the page 6 article and find out what the rationale is of Prince Harry to cause him all of a sudden to engage in this volte-face with the brother that he once clearly looked up to and adored, who's now described as his arch-nemesis. It's all rather strange. Prince Harry refers to Prince William as his beloved brother and arch-nemesis in his spare memoir. Michael Strahan asked the Duke of Sussex about those strong words in a clip released Thursday, 4 days before the duo's full conversation airs on Good Morning America. There has always been this competition between us, weirdly, the 38-year-old prince replied. I think it really plays into, or is always played by the heir and spare labels. Once again, El Thicko doesn't grasp the fact that brothers are competitive by nature, and funnily enough, princes have been competitive by nature. This has gone on throughout history, but it doesn't make somebody your arch nemesis just because you happen to be brothers and the heir and the spare. And furthermore, he seems to have completely forgotten about the strong relationship that the two of them had. According to The Guardian, the former military pilot writes about those labels in his book, out January the 10th. Harry allegedly accuses his his father, King Charles III, of branding him the spare the day he was born. Wonderful. Now you've given me an heir and a spare. My work is done, Charles, 74, allegedly said to his then-wife, Princess Diana, in 1984. The outlet reports, well, one can well imagine Prince Charles saying that, and it's invariably the case that for members of royalty it is all about having the heir and then a spare in case something happens to the heir. But poor old Harry, who probably hasn't bothered about that in years, has all of a sudden had this said to him, Harry, your dad called you the spare even when you were born. That means he hates you. Oh, does it? My little Westphalian pumpernickel. Gosh, you're absolutely right, as you're right about everything. Oh, gosh, Papa hates me also, and now I hate Papa because he said that about me. You can see this is how it's happening. That events in the past that caused him no consternation whatsoever are flipped on their head. And this is what narcissists do. We steal along and we whisper in your ears, and we cause you to look back at events and see them in a different way in order to bring you under closer control and in order to limit your involvement with other people so that they can't interfere with our control of you. The article continues, when Penguin Random House revealed the book's title in October 2022, the publishing company's Instagram followers expressed mixed feelings. What a pathetic and I'm such a victim title, one social media user wrote of Spare, while another called Harry a tad bitter. A third person, however, added that he chose the title that makes me want to read it. While Harry has been vocal about his and William's strained relationship since leaving England in January 2020, he kept quiet about their alleged physical altercation until now. See this part's pass him. It then talks about the altercation which I've talked about elsewhere. The article then continues, the brothers have reunited multiple times since Harry's resignation, both attending Prince Philip and Queen Elizabeth's funerals in April 2021 and September 2022, respectively. In a trailer for Harry's upcoming ITV interview airing January the 10th, the Prince tells Tom Bradby that he wants William 40 and Charles back in his life. However, when asked to commit to attending his father's coronation on May the 6th, Harry said, there's a lot that can happen between now and then, but the ball is in their court. Isn't that right, Meggsy? That's what you told me to say. So it doesn't actually give any explanation as to why he uses the label arch-nemesis. But we can understand that this change in stance fits with who coming along? Harry's wife. And once again, triple underlines the influence and hold that she has over the dimwit. A few observations from below the line. BS. Stop talking already. Anyone who helps them get paid by buying this book or watching them on Netflix or any other interviews is contributing to the problem. They're trying to make enough money to live on for the rest of their lives. VSW23. Read this comment years ago and couldn't be any truer, especially the words right out of his own mouth confirming it all. It's always been sibling jealousy for Harry, which is the fuel, and Harry's wife is the driver. Swan song. Mark my words, in 5 years' time, when Harry's wife had traded up from unemployed Harry and the divorce goes through, Harry will be calling her his second Archnemesis. Indeed, that's probably what awaits him. C.G. Main, not sure why Harry married this old woman to cause all these problems for himself. William had a right to comment on Harry's wife's behaviour if it was affecting him, his family and staff. Harry needed to hear the information from William versus someone else. Apparently Harry did not handle information well, and Harry probably started the fight to defend his wretched wife. Maris, by now I'm rooting for William to overcome these two menaces and come out thriving. Vienne, seriously, Harry has stooped down to a level that is so pathetic and loathsome. I honestly feel sorry for Wills, who can't publicly defend himself and his wife. Harry's wife is equally toxic, so sick of their non-stop whinge fest. It's always someone else's fault, and never do they acknowledge any responsibility in the breakdown of the relationship with the royal family. Such big babies throwing tantrums because they didn't get their way. Life is never fair, but they have it much better than a lot of other people in the world. Ungrateful brats, the both of them. Lisa Simpson, he's literally a professional victim. It should be top job of his resume. Chris Reinagar responds to that. Well, he came to America and chose a bride from the most professional victim class. Daddy Longstroke, Harry's wife will dump Harry when he's no longer useful to her. No sympathy whatsoever. Sugars are awfully quiet as well in the comments sections across the various publications that I've seen. Support is eroding and condemnation is increasing. And all because of the behaviours of the two of them, encouraged, of course, by Harry's wife. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.